Hello my dear students, welcome to CMIS online classes. In today's class, we'll start a new chapter from our English grammar, chapter 6, and the title of the chapter is Modals. So what are modals? Modals are helping verbs. I have already written on the paper here the heading helping verbs. So why have I written helping verbs here? Because before understanding modals, what are modals? We have to understand helping verbs. Okay, modals are helping verbs that help or that assist the main verb in sentences to express the action of asking permission, the action of showing ability, suggestion, possibility, intention, etc. Okay, to show all these kind of actions, we need the help of modals to be used with the main verbs. Okay, modals are helping verbs. They help the main verbs to express correct actions. Okay, now after defining modals, what are modals? We will understand modals with examples in sentences later in this video. But at first we will understand helping verbs. What are helping verbs? See, helping verbs are those verbs, those groups of verbs, not only those verbs. These are helping verbs. There are groups of helping verbs. So we have to define them as helping verbs are the groups of verbs that help the main verbs in sentences to frame meaningful sentences and also help main verbs to express sentences in different tenses. Helping verbs assist main verbs to frame different tenses, and helping verbs also show the state of being of subject. So the position of subject also helps to change the sentences into interrogative sentences and also into negative sentences, and also helps the main verb to express the action of asking, the possibilities of actions. Okay, to show the capability, action of being capable. Okay, to ask for suggestion, intention, possibility of actions, etc. So how these all so many functions are performed by helping verbs? Okay, both primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries we will understand in this video. Okay, so I have already defined helping verbs. Now we have to understand the kinds of helping verbs. So there are two types of helping verbs. One is primary auxiliaries and another is modal auxiliaries or modals, which we are going to understand in this chapter, which is the main which is the title of this chapter, modals. Modals means modal auxiliaries. Okay, now before understanding modal auxiliaries, we have to understand primary auxiliaries. Okay, so we have to understand primary auxiliaries with its definition. Primary auxiliaries. What are primary auxiliaries? Primary auxiliaries are those groups of verbs. Primary auxiliaries are again classified into many groups. Okay, what are those groups? We will understand in this video. So primary auxiliaries are those groups of verbs that show the state of being and possession of the subjects and also change the sentences into negative and not only negative and interrogative. Okay, प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज क्या है? प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज दोज ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स है जो क्या करते हैं, स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग ऑफ सब्जेक्ट दिखाते हैं, दिखाने में मदद करते हैं. दैट मीन्स सब्जेक्ट मीन्स नाउन्स और प्रोनाउंस. स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग मीन्स जो नाउन्स और प्रोनाउंस के बारे में हम बात करें वो क्या है, कहाँ है, कैसे है, वो हमें कौन बताते हैं? प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज. Okay, and possession. So what does the subject have? Subject के पास क्या है वो भी हमें primary auxiliaries help करते हैं बताने में. And also these primary auxiliaries help us to change sentences into negative. Sentences, जो sentences है उसे negative बनाने में, what kind of sentences, that we will discuss in this video. And interrogative. So we have already done a class in our previous class. So we have already done completed in our previous class about the transformation of sentences into interrogative with helping verbs. Okay, so here we are talking about that interrogative sentences, changing sentences into interrogative sentences with the use of helping verbs, that means with the use of primary auxiliaries. So here interrogative means that what I explained just now. Okay, so here I told you that primary auxiliaries are again classified into three groups. So there are three groups of primary auxiliary verbs. So what are they? One is to be verbs. So we will understand here in this video, we will understand what are the functions of each group of primary auxiliaries. Okay, so there are three groups of primary auxiliary verbs. One is to be verbs. So what are there in to be verbs? Is, am, are, was and were. Be, been, being also are there. Okay, these are the groups of this is the group of to be verbs. So what is the main function of to be verb? What are the main functions of to be verbs? This set of primary auxiliaries. This set of primary auxiliaries means these to be verbs. So the state of being of subject. So state of being of subject means noun और pronoun जिसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं वो क्या है, कैसा है, कहाँ है. We can change it into past also. क्या था, कैसा था, कहाँ था, कौन था, all these. Okay, and help the main verbs to frame continuous tenses when used with before. That means verb plus ing form of verbs. So to be verbs क्या है? Is, am, are, was and were है. Okay, इससे क्या होता है? ये क्या करते हैं? ये sentences में subject क्या है, कैसा है, कहाँ है, कितना है, ये सब हमें बताता है state of being. And also when we use these to be verbs with be plus ing, with before form of the verb, then these verbs change the sentences into continuous tenses. Okay, so we will see the examples here. So what are the examples? For example, my aunt is a nurse. So what is the subject here? My aunt. So my aunt क्या है? Nurse है. So it is said by the use of is, and it is a primary auxiliary. Okay, the group of to be verbs. I am sad to hear about your accident. So I am sad. So here am is the helping verb, this to be verb. So here it is being used to show the state of being of the subject I. Understood? I am sad. Who is sad? I. Understood? The boys were happy to participate in the program. So here the subject, how the subject was, is helped to be expressed with the use of the group of to be verb were. Understood? So now here mother is cleaning the kitchen. So here this is the group of to be verb and it has been used with the before form of the verb clean. Okay, cleaning. So here together to be verb and before has made continuous tenses. Okay, present continuous tenses, present continuous tense. Understood? Now number 5, the girls were dancing in the classroom. So see here, were to be verb, dancing before. So to be verb plus before has made helped to frame continuous tenses, past continuous tense. Okay, this is past continuous. So understood? Here in these three examples, to be verbs are showing the state of being of the subject, and in these two sentences these to be verbs are helping us to frame sentences into continuous tenses by using with before form of the verbs. Now to have verbs. So to have verbs are also one of the groups of these primary auxiliaries. So in to have verbs we have, has, had, have, has, had. These three verbs are the group of to have verbs. So what are the main functions of to have verbs? This set of primary auxiliary verbs show the possession of the subjects. So सब्जेक्ट के पास क्या है, क्या था, सब्जेक्ट क्या पोजेस करते हैं, क्या पोजेस करता था, ये हमें टू हैव वर्ड्स बताते हैं. एंड हेल्प द मेन वर्ड्स टू फ्रेम परफेक्ट टेंसेस व्हेन यूज्ड विद B3 form of verbs. So after that, the another function of to have verbs is to frame perfect tenses. When these to have verbs are used with B3 form of the verbs, past participle form of the verbs, then we frame sentences in perfect tenses. So now we will see some examples how we are showing the possession of the subject and frame how do we frame perfect tenses by using to have verbs. Okay, see for examples. We had a car when we were in Agra. जब हम आगरा में थे तो हमारे पास कार था. सो हम क्या पोजेस करते थे, कार. हम क्या पोजेस करते थे, कार. सो फ्रॉम व्हाट डू वी अंडरस्टैंड कि हमारे पास था, दिस हैड. सो हैड इज द ग्रुप ऑफ टू हैव वर्ब्स. ओके, सो हियर it has helped us to show the possession of the subject we. Riya has a pretty doll. At the present time what does Riya have? She has pretty doll. So Riya के पास अभी क्या है, pretty doll है. तो ये हमें कौन बताता है, the group of to have verbs has. Okay, Rohan and Rajan have new toys. Who have new toys? Who have new toys? Rohan and Rajan. So here have is used to show the possession of Rohan and Rajan. Okay, so in these three sentences, have, has and had are used to show the possession of the subject. We, Riya, Rohan and Rajan together. Okay, now see the next example. I have made this painting. I have made this painting. मैंने ये अभी ये पेंटिंग मैंने बनाया है. So this sentence is in perfect tenses. Whenever we use B3 to have verb plus B3, then it forms perfect tenses. So here have plus B3 has formed perfect tenses, present perfect tense. Okay, this is present perfect tense. Now Tina has taken my new pencil. So who has taken my new pencil? Tina has taken my new pencil. So here has taken. So this action has been taken place at the present time, but the action has been done. Okay, so together to have verb plus B3 has framed. This is also present perfect tense. Okay, so in these sentences, in these 5 sentences, the group of to have verbs have helped us to frame sentences to show the possession of the subjects as well as in framing perfect tenses. Okay, sentences in perfect tenses. Okay students, I hope you have understood the use and functions of to have verbs. Now the another set of primary auxiliaries is to do verbs. So in to do verbs we have do, does, did. So what are the functions of these do verbs? This set of primary auxiliary verbs. This set of primary auxiliary verbs means do verbs. Help in changing sentences in simple past and present into negative and interrogative sentences. जो sentences simple past, simple present और simple past में लिखा गया हो उसे हम negative में change करेंगे और interrogative में change करेंगे by using do, does, did. How? Let us see. Okay, see here. Number 1, he likes mangoes. This sentence is in simple present tense. We have done this in our previous classes also. So if you change this into a negative sentence, negative means the sentences carrying no or not. Okay, so here we do not use directly he not like mangoes. This is wrong. So we have to write he does not like mangoes. Why does? Because this sentence is, this subject is singular. Singular subject does, plural subject do. Okay, do is V1, so it is used with plural subject. Understood? Now we are changing the same sentence into interrogative by using the same helping verb, do verbs. Does he like mangoes? This is interrogative. Understood? Now next example, sentence number 2. She went to Mumbai yesterday. This sentence is in simple past, so negative with no or not we have to use to do verbs after the subject. Okay, here do and does are used in present tense, do with plural subject, does with singular subject, and did is used in past tense with both singular and plural subjects. Okay, she did not go to Mumbai yesterday. This is negative. She did not go to Mumbai yesterday. Negative. Now interrogative, did she go to Mumbai yesterday? Okay, this is the interrogative sentence. So whenever we are making interrogative sentences by using helping verbs, those helping verbs we have to use before the subject. Okay, and the subject comes between the helping verbs and the main verbs. Like did is helping verb, go is main verb. So between did and go we have used see, that is the subject. Understood? So I hope you have understood. Now see here, modal auxiliaries or modals. Okay, now in this video we have to understand mainly primary auxiliaries. I hope you have understood. Now we will focus on modal auxiliaries but not in detail. Okay, we will understand modal auxiliaries or modals or modal verbs in detail in our next video. But we need to introduce them so that we will be able to understand it, and we have to go through the book at home also. So modals are a special group of verbs used to express ability, permission, suggestion, possibility and intention. So I told you that modals are also the helping verbs. They help the main verbs to express the action of asking or showing ability, permission, suggestion, possibility, intention, etc. Okay, so इस तरीके का एक्शंस को बयां करने के लिए हमें मॉडल्स हेल्प करता है जब वो मेन वर्ब के साथ यूज होता है सेंटेंसेस पे. ओके, सो व्हाट आर द वर्ड्स दैट आर यूज्ड एज modal auxiliaries? So some of the modal verbs are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, have to, dare, used to. So these are the modal auxiliaries. We have more modal auxiliaries, but here we have mentioned this much only. Okay, so we will understand the use of these, how they are used to show, to express, help to express the action of showing ability, permission, suggestion, possibility, intention, etc. in our next video. Okay, so in our next video we will understand modal auxiliaries or modal verbs completely in detail. Understood, students? I hope you have understood primary auxiliaries properly and you are able to do your homework whatever I provide you. So this much for today's video. Thank you so much, students, for watching this video and attending my class. Thank you so much.